How's it going, guys? It's Jason here, back from our honeymoon, and these are the figures that we picked up on our honeymoon to the US. We went to New York and LA, hired a car in LA, and drove around, went to stacks of Targets and Walmarts and other stores like GameStop, and was able to pick up pretty much all the figures that I was wanting to get. So this video is just going to be a brief run through on all the figures that we picked up. So let's jump straight into it. So as I mentioned, this will be just a quick run through of these figures. I'll do other videos in more detail over the next few weeks. I'm going to do collection update videos of my NECA figures, the quarter scale ones, the ultimate figures, as well as the retro cloth figures, and some pops. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as I'll be releasing a lot more videos in the near future on my action figure collection. Alright, so first up we'll be looking at the NECA ultimate figures that I picked up. All these figures are pretty much brand new figures that have just came out in 2019. So if I don't mention their release date, it was because they've came out this year. But I'll mention any older figures that I picked up in this video from the US. I'll mention when their release dates were if it wasn't for 2019. So first up, we've got the Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, Ultimate Jason Voorhees. And this is the Roy Burns figure. Stoked to pick this figure up because it looks awesome. It got the ultimate treatment, stacks of articulation, and what I was really impressed with was the amount of accessories. You can see with the box all the different. I love the artwork for these, but let's go through just what it comes with. It comes with a spike cleaver, flare, knife, hedge trimmers, machete, spear, garrote, and removable mask. So a stack of weapons. Check that out. They're all there. So that is absolutely amazing. I really love these ultimate figures with all the articulation. I also picked up the Halloween 2 Ultimate Michael Myers, which looks awesome as well. This one also comes with a stack of accessories. We've got here a scalpel, knife, syringe, hammer, opening pumpkin, and 3 interchangeable heads. It also, hands, I think. No, it's got heads. It's also got the interchangeable hands that you can see here, which is cool so he can hold all his syringe, scalpel, kitchen knife, and there's the alternate heads. I like the one just there, the bleeding eyes head sculpt. That looks really cool, and that jack-o'-lantern actually opens, showing a skull, which is just like the artwork on the front of the box. So that's really cool. Keeping with the Halloween theme, I also picked up the retro cloth 2018 Halloween Michael Myers, as you can see there. This is the 8-inch retro cloth line from NECA. I'll be doing a collection update video of my retro cloth figures, but this one looks really cool. It's got the outfit as well as a bloody kitchen knife and a hammer, as you can see there. So that's really cool. It doesn't come with as many accessories, but it's a bit larger than the Ultimate figures, and it's got the clothed outfit, which is really cool. So keeping with the retro cloth figures, this figure came out the day, literally, I drove around to probably like, I don't know, 6 or 8 Targets. I'll do a video. I'll upload a video of my toy hunting. So all these figures that I picked up, I did a toy hunting video. So I'll compile them all into one short video so I can show you where I picked them all up from. But this one, I went to about 6 Targets, and on the day that we were flying out, I went to the final Target that I hadn't been to, and it was the last one sitting on the shelf. So this one literally just came out as we were leaving the US. This is the retro cloth Sam 8-inch scale figure. Comes with his sack bag and the lollipop as well. So I prefer this box art for the retro cloth figures as opposed to this box style artwork or packaging. I just prefer the consistency with my other retro cloth figures. So let us know in the comments which packaging do you prefer. But the box is a bit damaged here, but because it was the last one left, I had to pick it up because in America the prices for these figures is just so much cheaper than in Australia. So I'll mention actually how much money I saved on each of these figures. I'll put up the price just here, and total at the end how much I was actually able to save. Moving on, we'll do the quarter scale. There we go. We've got 2 quarter scale NECA figures. These quarter scales I love. I'll do a quarter scale update collection for this channel, but because I've got about 40 now, I think. I haven't counted them recently, but picked up these 2 in the States, and they were so difficult to get back in the luggage. But absolutely wrapped to pick this up. This is the 2018 Michael Myers from Halloween. It comes with 5 alternate hands, which are bloodied. They look really awesome, but my favorite feature is the severed head. I was so wrapped to see that they did that at quarter scale. That just looks amazing, gory, and insane. The head sculpt looks great. You can see the eyes damaged in one eye, and then he comes with his hammer and bloodied kitchen knife. So yeah, really impressed with the quarter scale Michael Myers. And then probably one of my favorite quarter scale figures I think that NECA's made is the Pennywise from It Chapter 1, and that looks amazing. This is the 2017 Pennywise, of course, and quarter scale just looks so impressive. Comes with a stack of articulation, better articulation than the older quarter scale figures from NECA, so really impressed with that. And it comes with the red balloon. I'll probably just spin around, show you the box art, which is also really impressive. And you can read that if you want to just pause the screen. Yeah, so that is really awesome as well. It comes with the alternate hand there to hold the balloon as well. But yeah, just really creepy and amazing detail on that figure. So I was able to pick up most of these. So the retro cloth, the 2 ultimate NECA figures, and the 2 quarter scale figures I picked up from Best in Collectibles. I'll put the details in the this video's description, but they're located in California, just about an hour's drive, I think, from LA, maybe less, maybe 45 minutes. But so really wrapped with that. I also got from GameStop the Doom figure from McFarlane Toys. So McFarlane have started doing more articulated figures, which I've been really happy with. This is the first one I've picked up. This was released recently in 2019, and I'm just a massive fan of Doom. It's one of my favorite video game series, especially the older games growing up. It was so awesome. So it was good to get the Marine, even though they've just called him Doomslayer. I call him Marine, so that looks awesome. The other one I got from Best in Collectibles, the other retro cloth figure, was Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, this is an older retro cloth figure. This is the first Jason Voorhees retro cloth figure that I've got, and that came out in 2014, so about 5 years ago. So it's been sold out for a while now. So Best in Collectibles had a stack of them, which was awesome, so I was rapt to pick it up. And a lot of them had the sack. The eye hole was very small, so you could barely see the eye. So I was rapt to get one that had a big hole, so you could easily see the eye there. So the figure's displayed really well in the clamshell packaging. And I love the artwork by Jason. He does most of all the older retro cloth artwork. And there's the write-up there, so feel free to check that out. Really happy to pick up that figure because I love the Jason Voorhees figures by NECA. Finally, I got the Mego 8-inch retro style figures that they've released. They just did a single series so far, I believe, and this is the Freddy Krueger one. So I was rapt to get that figure because Mego was, you know, they were the innovators of these retro figures, so it was cool to see them re-release them. This is the only figure I picked up from the series because they also have Nosferatu Werewolf as well. Next, we'll cover some of the pop vinyls that I picked up, and that was so this one, probably we'll do this one first because it has a pretty funny story. This is Twinkie's the Chase, Twinkie the Kid. So you can see he usually has the purple bandana, and he's got a red one with blue polka dots as the Chase. So the story about this one was we just got to America for our honeymoon, flew into New York, and there's an FAO toy store there, FAO Swartz. So we're like, oh, I got to check it out because it's massive. It's like 2 stories. And so we went in. So I've got video on that. I'll upload it on my toy hunt video. And we went to the Pops, and you wouldn't believe it. This was just sitting there on the shelf. So I was like, oh, I got to pick it up. I probably wouldn't have got it if it was just the standard variant. But I thought it was so ironic because we're in America on a holiday, and this is so synonymous with American snacks, you know, sweet food. Twinkies, they're a staple for the American sweet food. So we do get them here in Australia, but they're not as popular. So I was really happy to pick this one up because it's a good memory. I'll always remember, oh yeah, pick this one up when I was in the States, and it's Twinkies. So that one came with a cool story. The next one we picked up from a store called Extreme Toys. Now, this was in LA. This store was just sells like action figures and collectibles, Marvel, horror, like NECA. Had a range of collectibles and a stack of pops. They were selling a bunch of these Cuphead Chase pops. They had probably about 8 or 10 of them. Again, I filmed it in the video, but definitely recommend checking out this store. They've got a great selection of pops and figures. And yeah, they were only selling it for $16 US, not including tax. So really happy to pick up this Chase and add it to our Chase collection. Now, this one, it was a one of my pops that was on my Holy Grail list. Always wanted to get this Georgie Chase pop ever since it was released, but it's always been so hard to find. I've never seen it in any shops. The series is now sold out. They're on to chapter 2 now. So there was a store in Frankenson's shop, that warehouse that had this Chase, Georgie Chase in there. I got it for, I think, $35 US. So it was a bit more than I wanted to pay, but I just can't find this Chase anymore. I love it how Georgie's dead. He's a lot more pale. I've actually got the standard release here. Picked this one up before, and you can see how pale he is because he's dead, and he's got his severed arm in a pool of blood just there. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, really happy to pick this Chase up. It was one of the few Chases that I was really looking for. We also got at GameStop this Nuka Girl Fallout pop, which was one of the recent releases, and it's got the only at GameStop sticker. So we're really happy to pick that one up because we're a fan of the Fallout franchise video games. Something I picked up from Target was the Joker pop, and this is the black chrome one. I haven't opened it yet, so I'll probably open it in a later video, but really happy to pick this one up because all the Targets that we went to, we couldn't find any of these, and then there was one left in one of the Targets we went to, so that was really cool. Some more of the pops that we got when we went to Disneyland. So we spent 3 days in Disneyland and California Adventure, and we picked up some of these Disneyland exclusive pops. The first one is the Haunted Mansion Madame Leota, and this one glows in the dark, which I think is really cool. So that's pretty much that one, and these are exclusive to Disneyland, so you can only buy these in Disneyland, and they're quite expensive too. This one was $20 US from Disneyland. This one is the Star Wars one, exclusive to Disneyland, and this was $25 US. DJ R3X. So you can't get them anywhere else, only at Disneyland. So I was like, oh, have to pick it up because I've got a few other Star Wars pops. I don't go crazy. I haven't got, well, I've got quite a few, but I don't have nearly all of them. So just wanted to pick that one up. And then the other one that my wife got was the Alice in the Mad Tea Party ride from Disneyland. And so that's the teacup ride, which is cool. So we went on that ride, and as a result, my wife's like a massive fan of Alice in Wonderland, so we had to pick that one up. And I think that one was $50 US. So they're quite expensive, the Disneyland exclusives, but had to get it. You know, we don't go to Disneyland. It's only the second time we've been to Disneyland, so definitely had to pick it up. Some of the other things we did was when we were in the US, we went to the Lego store because my wife's a massive Lego fan. We had to get the Statue of Liberty Lego minifigure, so we picked that up from the Lego store that is right near Rockefeller Plaza, right near the ice rink. And we also went to another store, Lego store, and because we went during October and Halloween, such a big thing in America, we had to get... So that's me, that's my wife, and I think she's having a nap or something. Her eyes are closed, but... So we got the New York shirts, we got the Halloween pants for Halloween, and then we made a third figure, which is just a Halloween outfit with a black cat shirt. So that looks really cool, and got like a jack-o'-lantern skull. So really happy with those two. And finally, the last thing we picked up while we were in the US was so at McDonald's they had these Hello Kitty Halloween figures, and we pretty much drove all around New York. Well, went all around to New York as well as LA searching for all these because not every store had some. Some stores would only receive two. These were, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8 in the set, and these are Halloween Hello Kitty figures, so 8 in the set. So they had the butterfly one with the butterfly wings, so we had to get the whole set, as we do because we're crazy collectors. We got the witch Hello Kitty, there's the punk guitar, well he's playing like a she's playing like a keyboard guitar, and they're pretty cool. You press like button and they're animated, so that she moves her head and her hands. All of them have like features like that. So there's also the mermaid one. We got a jack-o'-lantern one, which is really cool. Her eyes move, I think, when you push down the top, which is like really creepy. Or do you twist them? Yeah, you twist it. There you go. So that's cool. Also got the Supergirl one. She's like a superhero with a cape. We've also got the princess one. It's got a little stand. And finally, the skeleton one, which I think is really cool. Comes with a mask on the back, and that's like a skull mask. And it looks like it glows in the dark as well. So anyway, we got all 8 of them. So really happy to complete that set. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack that like button. Let us know in the comments, are any of these figures ones that you picked up and added to your collection? Which ones do you like? Which ones are you not a fan of? Or let us know how your collection's going. Let us know some of the latest figures that you've picked up recently. And I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.